We have an update on a story we brought you recently about the search for American servicemen still missing in Vietnam. You may remember our correspondent Ian Williams traveled with a search team into the Vietnamese jungle on a dig for MIA remains. Well, after the broadcast, a woman emailed us that this story hit home for her in a powerful way. NBC's Ryan-Mercer explains.
Where my dad performed a heroic act.
For more than 40 years, Diane Moore of Georgia has remembered her father mostly through ribbons and medals.
He was wounded and then shot when they executed him,
including 2 Purple Hearts. First listed as a POW in Vietnam, then missing in action, Air Force Command Sergeant Thomas Moore was eventually declared dead by the U.S. government. His name can be stenciled from the Vietnam Memorial Wall, but there's something else his daughter is longing to have.
Okay, Dad, let's give up your bones. Let's make this happen this time.
2 weekends ago, unbeknownst to her,
the military says the witness who brought them here is credible.
That time had apparently come. They were finally digging for her father.
Turned around and looked at the TV, and here Ian Williams is on NBC News.
4 U.S. soldiers were captured here in 1965.
Though the soldiers were unnamed, Diane Moore says it was obvious to her that it was her dad's story.
Tears just began to flow, and the first thing out of my mouth is, they're digging now.
She says it took years of lobbying to get her father put back on the active search list, a long list of Americans who left for Vietnam but never returned. In all, 1,800 are still missing. Last year, the remains of 29 Americans were identified for their surviving families, a group Diane Moore hopes to join one day soon.
They have somewhere to go, and under the headstone is remains.
Half a world away, the search for her father turns up empty, though the government promises to dig again next spring.
And I wonder how it is to know it's over. What would you feel like to become a person who's able to say, welcome home, but say goodbye at the same time?
After 41 years, Diane Moore is still waiting for that goodbye. Ron Mott, NBC News, Atlanta.